Trading Show. My name is David. I'm your co-host today. Today is a very important day. Why? Because we're going to make money trading. Come on, guys. I was waiting for the answer. I'm joined by my main man, the master of all things Zen, the Zen master, JP.
That's right. JP checking in here and ready for capitulation.
Ready for capitulation.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I could have used some Zen last night. You know, okay, by the way, no Rob today. We're getting the day off. He said he really wanted to enjoy that big sausage you got yesterday.
Whoa,
I said, take the day, man. It's all good, bro. As long as you need. I know that thing's pretty big, so, you know, you might need some extra time to savor it. So that's what he's doing. So just got me and JP today. You know, real quick, I want to share something. We're like 6 million away from hitting the 100 million bracket. Take a look at this. This is our volume from when the trading competition started to now. $93.9 million. If we get it up to 100 million, the prize pool doubles from $4,500, well, more than doubles, to $10,000. Let me tell you something. First place volume is like 75 million. I mean, you could technically still catch it, but less likely. Mm-hmm. Second place volume is like 6.2 million, easy. Third place volume, which right now gets $500, which assumingly would almost double once we hit the 100 million bracket. That's at like 1.1 million. Guys, that's if you're trading with $500 in margin, that's like 2 trades. You can make yourself, I don't know, $800, $900, whatever that amount comes out to be. And so it's not too late. There's a link in the description. Click it. You'll automatically join the trading competition. There's still 2 more days. And you can still obviously, even if you're not a high volume trader, you can hit the ROI bonus as well. They're giving some money away for that as well. We take a look at where Bitcoin is now, 65,811. I was looking for a potential bear flag to short here, but this kind of starting to look like maybe a little bit of a bottom here. Lots of red flashing signals, sirens. Do we have a siren? What is it called? A siren sound effect?
Yeah.
We do?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Wee. Is that good?
No, that's the song. When I get up all in you. That's the song Robin's singing to his sausage right now. So,
Love it.
Sorry, bro. The guy called me a cancer, man. I heard my feelings,
that was kind of cold.
What
man,
the fuck was that? That's some
cold.
bullshit. And then he doubled down the next day. So I'm not letting that one slide for a while.
You gave him the sausage.
I gave him the sausage. Well, he asked for the sausage, so I gave him it, and I will continue to make fun of him. But anyways, I was looking at a lot of red flashing here, man. We got blood diamond on green candles, 3 blood diamonds in a row in a matter of, I mean, what was the time frame here? This was 3 blood diamonds in a matter of 9 minutes. Bitcoin dumped. I thought this was going to be a bear flag. I was getting ready to enter into a short. Good thing I didn't, because it's starting to look like a little bit of a bottom potentially. Not to say that Bitcoin will not roll over, but obviously the directional bias today is short. And, you know, people were asking yesterday, I saw on your stream, JP, in the morning stream here with the 3 of us, like, does anyone know why? I started thinking, I was like, maybe this is why. Maybe this is why. The U.S. Sanctioned Iran's largest crypto exchange. Could people have ran and panic sold their crypto, Bitcoin? I don't know. To the tune of what we're seeing, it would have been market orders. Mm-hmm. Maybe that has something to do with it. It definitely wasn't Michael Saylor's $30 million of Bitcoin selling, right? I mean, whoever thinks that. People are saying, well, it's the thought of it. He said he was never going to sell, and now people are like, oh my God, he sold. What does that mean? He's got 700,000 Bitcoin, which is a genuine concern, right? Michael Saylor says, well, we're just showing people that we're willing to do it if we absolutely have to, but we're going to buy more than we sell. I don't know. It sounds like copium to me, but hey. So we might not know exactly why Bitcoin's going down, but the macro trend is down. And so the question then becomes, and I do have a poll up, would love for everyone who's watching right now to cast their vote in the poll. What do we see first? A sub 60K Bitcoin or Bitcoin rising above $70,000? I'm in the camp of sub 60K. Where you at, JP?
Bring it down, baby. Down with the house.
Down all the way.
Destruction.
Massive destruction.
Laura, bring the inferno.
The war zone out there, gentlemen.
Burn it to a crisp. Ashes, baby. Ashes to ash. Okay, I'm being dramatic, okay?
Yeah.
But we may go pretty low, guys. But no, don't be afraid. Fear brings opportunity. It is the Zen way. Fear is opportunity. We all will take that opportunity if you are part of this channel. Okay, hit that like button. Shout out to everybody in the community, in the chat. My Zen centers, where you at? Peace signs in the chat. Man. And there was a pretty cool comment here.
Lonely Toast said, please stop sucking your teeth, David. I'll tell you what. Yes, I agree. But I've literally, half of my mouth is missing because I'm getting implants. And so the partial I have in is not perfectly fit. And so I will keep that in mind. I know it's probably annoying in the mic. So if I do have to do it, the last thing I want to do is this thing gets loose and it comes out as I talk. I'm not even 40 years old yet, guys. What is going on? But I got you, bro. I got you. I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure to do one of those before I do any teeth sucking around here. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Okay, what'd you say?
Let me shout this out. Shout out to R.Pink. I think it's Pink. Number way in the community here says, I hope you pay JP well. He puts in the work. People love him. I need more numbers, man. Give me the numbers, okay?
I don't know, JP. Are you happy? Are we paying you well?
Yes, I'm very happy, folks. I'm kidding. But yeah, we appreciate I appreciate you appreciating the stream, you know, that we do every day.
A lot of appreciation going on up in here.
Appreciate.
Someone said, when Zcash back to 700? And then Lonely Toast said, when enough influencers shitload again. I don't know. I actually have a limit short order set for Zcash. Trying to front run this little bit of a bear flag here on the 5-minute on Zcash. Will I get my entry? I don't know. We have some confluence here. I drew a fib from where the drop started to the bottom. 630.31 down to 601.2. Pretty bearish. Obviously, we had that bearish crossover, 21 cross below the 200. Do have some confluence there. 200, 21 was there. I don't know if we'll get the entry, guys. Looks like this thing is starting to roll over. Maybe we market order this in, but I did that yesterday and I paid the price. And I happened live on stream. But 50% fill level, plus that's where our 200 is on the 5-minute, which is at 615.75. That is where I have my entry for a short with our stop loss above the gold pocket on the 5-minute time frame for Zcash with a measured move down to 588.12, which would give us a double bottom here on Zcash. Now, this is one of the few charts, just like with Bitcoin, you know, be careful longing Bitcoin. If you're going to long, make sure it's a quick scalp. You're not in for a long time. Same with Zcash, but the opposite. If you're going to short it, make sure you're not in a long time. The macro trend is still up on Zcash, I believe. I mean, Jesus. Macro trend up on Zcash, higher low. We didn't get a higher high though. That
might make that head and shoulders.
Yeah, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. What are the odds of this thing being a massive daily head and shoulders here, guys? Let's take out our handy dandy drawing tool book here, whatever the hell it's called. Neckline is right around 5. Neckline is at 533. So this might take a while to play out. But we do have our cloud is right there. The top of our cloud is right there at the neckline. If the right shoulder, if this is where it kind of stops, if it goes higher, you know, above 693.24, this gets invalidated and we're back on a macro uptrend for Zcash. But keep your eye on the daily. So if you're scalping the lower time frames, if you're long, just be careful of the daily. If we do get that head and shoulders play out, we break below that neckline, look to get in on a retest, a failed retest of the neckline for a big short to the downside. And if that happens, chances are we'll probably be streaming on this channel or in the Discord, giving people a trade signal.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I'm sending it over to you, Jay. Let's do our daily Bitcoin top down. Let's look at some liquidity, any Forex factory news, anything that could potentially give us an edge in today's market.
Awesome. Let's look at the charts from a macro perspective. Laura, in the inferno and make it zen, please. Let's reset our mind and our narratives. Okay, now we're ready to look at the charts from the top down. I'm just gonna let's do the monthly. Let's do the whole thing. macro speed analysis here for you. Pretty gosh darn bearish on the monthly right now. It almost looks like an evening star on the monthly, no? Green candle, hammer candle, kind of a somewhat of a doji almost. And you got a red candle on the right there. That is bearish. Look at that. It looks like it was a bear flag, that broke down. It looks like a potential cup, upside down cup. That is a bearish, very bearish for the monthly time frame. Stochastics low, you say. Maybe we get a bounce, potentially. But low is exactly how the stochastics look when it's capitulation. Okay, mass capitulation. It does not have to bounce. In fact, we are below support on the monthly. Look where price is where these previous wicks are. I'm not just trying to be bearish here. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I'm a monk. Okay, so I am adapting to the trend, and I see that this is a huge bearish sign here. We are below support on the monthly time frame. No support. No support until you get down to about 60,000, okay? 60,000. I mean, maybe there's a closer level like 62,000 if we look at the daily once we get a little bit closer. But just look right there. The 50 MA is the major support on that monthly, 60,000. Let's go to the weekly time frame here. Once again, very, very burr. Look at this. It was a double bottom, came on up, got rejected, strong rejection. We've been in red candles ever since on the weekly. We had a red dot on the weekly. There's a technical bearish divergence on the weekly. It has it on the indicator there. Very interesting. A red dot, you have the momentum shifting down just in free fall right there. That's right, free falling on the weekly here. At support right now, at support. There is a chance, okay, there is a chance that we do get a bounce here, maybe chop around maybe for a month, put in a small candle maybe, and, maybe we put in another double bottom, huge double bottom on the weekly. That could reverse price. We don't know if it's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen, but that is the bullish case. But right now, the bearish case is we lose this support and we come down to 60,000, and we may see, Bitcoin in the 50s. Let's go to the daily time frame. Yesterday's daily candle was a very, very bearish one, the most bearish one in some time for probably months. I'm looking back and looking back. That's the biggest red candle I see on the chart for the daily. In my trading philosophy, when you have a huge red candle or green candle like that, it influences the next candles to come, okay? This can, by default, make the next candles bearish, especially when you go lower. You're under that big bearish candle. So this can expand and keep going down until we finally find support. We're at support, but no significant bounce yet. So let's go down some more time frames. Let's go to the 4 hour. Very important time frame here for me. I am forever aligned to the 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour faked me out yesterday. Okay. The 4 hour had a green dot. It had the stochastics low and curving up. That is my long signal. It had a little bit of a liquidity wick. That was over here, liquidity wick. They had a green candle. It looked like a potential bottom. But then, this happened. A big red candle, followed by a big green candle, faked you out twice. 2 times faked you out. Now, they didn't get me on that second fake out, but faked out and dumped it again. And here we are at support. All right, folks, just looking at this structure, you see the huge bearish trend. There's no debating it. That's a bearish trend right there on the 4 hour time frame. And now we are consolidating. There is your trend line, consolidated now, down, and that is a descending triangle. We've been seeing a lot of these. That is a bearish consolidation on the daily.
You made a lot of
4 hour.
You made a lot of money on this trading this pattern, didn't you?
I did. On that move down right there, that candle, I made a lot of money right there. Yes, and I'll show you my receipts.
I can't wait till I show you what the fuck happened last night, bro. That show was wild.
Excuse me. Yeah, please show me. But that's bearish consolidation on the 4 hour time frame here. This is the time frame that I use for my bias, like for the day. So if I'm scalping based on what this is giving me. Right now, this is giving me we're going lower. Clearly, we're going lower. We can't even get above the 9 MA. That's the orange line. So my bias today is short. We'll see. How we're looking on if we happen to get a bounce at a key level. But right now, that tells you short, man. 15-minute. Let's do some smaller time frames. Smaller time frames here. Attempting the double bottom here, right? You mentioned that, maybe we get a bounce here, look like it may be putting in the bottom. That's possible. And I thought so yesterday, like, okay, maybe we bottom here. That matches up with the daily time frame. Maybe we get that bigger double bottom. So we could potentially have a mini double bottom here, right? A potential bullish case here. Look how oversold. Bring this up. Look how oversold you are on the stochastic, the RSI on a 15-minute. Green dot could get a bounce here, adjust to the top of the pattern. That will be about 66,700. Reject you. Come back down to the bottom of the pattern, get tight. Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong. Just like a pinball machine there. Bing, bong, and then boom, up or down. I don't know which direction, but right now, this is the pattern on the 15-minute. But that pattern is, I drew it on the 4-hour, but we're looking at it, kind of zoomed in here on the 15-minute.
I'm okay. You watch CryptoFace, right?
Not regularly. I have gotten those streams. Yeah, I know who he is. Okay. Yes.
So his famed pattern, Jesus Take the Wheel?
I don't know. I think I've heard. I've all heard that before.
This is shout out to CryptoFace, man. Love CryptoFace. This is one of his signature patterns. He calls it the JTW or JTTW. Jesus Take the Wheel, and it's essentially this, right? And every time it happens, he posts it and it goes up. Go back to JP's chart. Tell me that does not look like a little bit of a Jesus Take the Wheel there, my friend.
And go back to his real quick. Was it basically like a double top that got invalidated?
Like an M that can instead of running into a bear flag down, it just kept going up.
So let me ask you: is that little cute thing in between the double top? Is that important to the pattern?
Double top, double bottom. Yes, you need
you need that little piece.
Think of it like a humped M without the final bear flag leg to break it down.
Interesting.
Go to where we are now. 5-minute. Is this a JTTW CryptoFace long signal right here? You know what? Let me text him.
Full port.
I'm going to text him.
All right. Let's see if he answers.
What if I call him? You think he'll answer?
I don't know. Put him on the spot.
Try?
Put him on the spot.
Nah.
No,
I mean, I got to remember we talk every once in a while, but we're not that close.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll text him.
Say, is this Jesus Take the Wheel?
Okay. Anyways, you can continue while
Yeah. I'm going to the smaller time frames. I'm going to look at the 1-minute time frame. Take the 1 minute with a grain of salt here. We're clearly in a downtrend. I see a V for volatility, or maybe a head for head and shoulder. You never know. Do we have bull div on the way down? Yes, we do. Strong bullish divergence on the way down on the 1-minute time frame could give you a pop. We have a low Stokes and a green dot. We could see a move on the 1 minute potentially to the upside. Does not have to happen, but I see the potential there. So, overall pretty bearish, but we do have to be careful, getting too bearish at what is technically a key level. Okay, let me just stop being dramatic and actually, be very straight with you here. This is a key level we're at right now, but, we're right there. We haven't gotten the confirmed bounce. If we lose this, we do go lower. How low? We get accepted into this previous range here, this previous consolidation that we had back in 24, okay? Somewhere the low being around 53,000, the high being around 68,000, kind of where we are now. We're in that range, technically. We're in the range. We've lost the value area high. So we've lost the value area low just about, in the current range. We're heading into the value area high of the previous range, losing that. And then we'll go to the POC, the point of control. And actually, I'll bring that up real quick. Fixed range volume profile. Been using this a lot lately. See where that POC is once again. I brought this up on the evening stream last night. Very likely we hit this level if we keep dumping. This is the most traded range of the previous area, 63,000. That's right, about 63,000 for the POC. That's your next key level if we dump from this level. And then from there, you go to the value area low. It's going to be around 49,000, guys. 49,000 possible if we keep the current trajectory for Bitcoin.
Sorry, here's another one.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, do we look at liquidity?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm looking at that upside down. I'm trying to see,
Yeah.
where have I seen that before? Okay.
Telling you, bro.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's funny too because the way he draws a little face there.
Yeah, because what normally like in TA, like that would be somewhat of a double top, like almost cat ears. That normally would dump,
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like an M pattern.
Yeah, exactly. But why is it the Jesus take? So during like I guess capitulation times, like I guess they make it really scary and then they take it the other way anyway.
I guess. I mean,
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what is the sentiment behind it? Like how does that play out? Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just see him posted all the time. It's pretty hilarious, and it works. So when I saw that, the first thing I thought about was the JTW. Bitcoin above 66,000. Any chance we take some liquidity to the upside here?
I don't see no liquidity to the upside. Well, there you go. You see those little itty bitty bars right there? There you go.
Guys, we're going for the gold, baby. That's it. Done. Shut the stream down. What's that target level right now?
We got crumbs, baby. That is 68,000. Highly likely.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I look at this chart, I think it's going to roll over.
Oh, man.
But, yeah. Oh, I got a text back.
It looks crazy. Oh, really?
Yeah, let's see. I don't see that, but I did just close my current short.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That may be a signal right there.
Okay.
He's a big trader. He's a big trader.
CryptoFace is a really good trader. And he doesn't trade a lot, but he trades with massive size.
Yeah.
Might chip here for a minute, just scalping this shit, taking the bread and waiting for the next one. Okay. All right,
Word.
CryptoFace.
Interesting.
I mean, okay, so he got out of a short. Now, I'm not saying CryptoFace is God, that he's never wrong, but do you see any bullish, anything bullish on the chart here? I guess I can look at this and say this does look like a double bottom. 10-minute, we have back-to-back double green dots on market cipher B. Look at the 5-minute, all these double green dots. Okay, just like we had the negatives flashing, where we looked at I think it was a 1-minute, and we saw blood diamond, blood diamond, blood diamond dump. We're starting to see the reverse on the little bit, you call it the mezzo or the meso time frame? The meso time frames, the medium time frames. 5-minute, 4 consecutive double green dots on market cipher B. 10-minute, 2 consecutive. The 15-minute, we just got another double green dot at a key level at a previous low, and we're seeing the bulls react positively. VWAP is into the green on the 15-minute. 30-minute. VWAP is about to cross above the green. Stokes are reset and curving up on the 30-minute. I don't know. Should we be looking for a long here, Jay?
Based on the 4-hour, no. But I get it, from a philosophy standpoint, very risky to be shorting at the bottom of a particular range, right?
Right.
We want to look for longs at a value area low. We want to look for shorts at the high. We are at the bottom of the range. Clearly, the daily range, we're at the bottom. Right there, the double bottom, we're at it, at the bottom. But there's no confirmation of a bounce. So I'm okay with longing, but we need confirmation on some type of time frame, whether it be, a candle close, a bullish engulfing candle close, a moving average, looking good. Some type of bullish cross.
What about the 30-minute?
Let's look at the 30-minute.
Let me give you some confirmation on the 30-minute, okay?
Okay.
We got double green dot on market cipher B. We have VWAP just crossed above our 0 line. We're in positive territory, meaning the bulls have some momentum. We look at our Stokes and our RSI. They're curving up after getting reset around -3. So, and we got a pretty good candle here. That was this an engulfing candle?
It's so close. I'm looking at the same thing. It's so close. I agree with you. That could be a nice long setup.
And again, remember what I said in the beginning. If we're scalping longs on a macro downtrend, I am not staying in long for too long.
I agree. And I know exactly where to get out. If you look at my screen here,
Okay.
I see the potential of that long. Yes, low Stokes, green dot. And you see the pattern. We could just get a move up to the top of the pattern right there. That could be a trade potentially, and then still be bearish on the macro.
What does that look like on a long setup? If we got in right now, let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Let's analyze the numbers here. If we got in right now, and if we put a stop loss below those big old candles, it may not be enough risk reward ratio there. Yeah, only about a 1.4 right now. Maybe we get tighter if we can zoom in a time frame. Can we use one of these candles or moving averages to make it tighter?
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe get a better entry, right? Maybe we get in like right there or something. Maybe we can get a little bullish retest off the bottom of the pattern, potentially get a better entry. Because I would really love my stop loss down here.
Me too.
You know, it's a little bit close.
That. What is that, a 2.3 to 1?
Yeah, that's a 2.4. So 2.5.
I would take that.
And actually, it can get a little bit better. You're about right there. Yeah, 2.6.
I like that.
That's not too bad either. You know, so this is a scalp. That would be a high risk scalp. Just going to the top of a bearish pattern. Still bearish overall. But, this thing could just get a small bounce. And there was a lot of bullish divergence on the small time frames to justify it. Man, but here we are, long and seriously, man.
I know. I know.
The charts are the charts, right? But at the same time, okay, yeah, I do see the high Stokes on the 5 minutes, so maybe it does give us our entry. If you want to get in that, Dave, that is 65,858 entry with a limit order.
I like that trade. I was kind of eyeing along anyways on a double bottom.
Yeah.
What was the what was the top end of that channel there? 66.
Yeah, 66, like 66.8.
And stop loss was
like 65,483. Yeah, 65. If you want to be exactly below that wick, it'll be like just under 5, like 487. That's, highly speculative, but I mean, you could do it. 30 minutes says maybe you could do it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute looks like a rising channel that's about to roll over, but it could also be a little bit of a inverse head and shoulders here if it doesn't roll over.
I'll say this, man. I'm definitely more interested in playing the bigger pattern, but I do understand the rationale for the scalp up there. I think this bigger pattern definitely plays out potentially here. I mean, nothing is definite. Bounce from there, bounce from there. I mean, could it get a bounce up at the end of the pattern, come up, and actually make a double bottom? Maybe. Nice bullish divergence, strong bullish divergence.
Yeah, I'm getting in.
All right.
See if I can get my entry. 65,840. Bitcoin by 65,840. 65,480 was a stop. TP was 67,800. 300 to make 1.6. Let's go. Okay.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Almost. Yep, and there he goes. Okay. All right. I'm filled. We'll see. Very high risk, though. This is very high risk. This could be a rising channel that just decides to completely roll over. Something like this. And if you measure it from these lows, it is going to roll over. It already rolled over. And we'll see if we get a bearish retest or if we get a bullish retest here on Bitcoin. Very, very highly speculative, but we like the I think we can say we both like the 30-minute, yeah?
I can see a potential bounce on a 30-minute. And once again, just to put it in the lower high, folks, within that bearish pattern, I can see it. I think I'm going to sit out of this trade just because I think I prefer to short at once we get the bounce. But I think we may get the bounce.
It's a very high risk.
Very high risk.
Very high risk. I'm in the trade. And so I'm ready to get stopped out. My stop is at 65.5.
Hey.
So we'll see how this plays out. We'll just kind of let this trade cook.
And we got a super chat here. Do want to take care of this super chat for Muhammad, big VIP here on the channel. Good to see you. Muhammad says, look at ICP, gents. It's going to be $95.
He loves ICP.
Yeah, he's like a long-term holder. BTC to 25K in play is guaranteed. I hate to say it, but I'm almost leaning towards I hope so at this point. I want to buy 25K BTC. That's the way you got to look at it at this point. We can just, hold on to bullish hope and, please don't go that low. As traders, we have to just embrace the trend and take advantage of the opportunity, okay? Fear will make you rich if you use it correctly, okay? Fear meaning don't capitulate. That's what retail does. Don't capitulate. Feel the fear, recognize the fear, look in the charts and find a DCA level. And if that DCA level is 25K Bitcoin, what a blessing. As long as I'm okay, physically, mentally, I have income coming in other ways, 25K Bitcoin could be the best blessing of a lifetime. Okay, so just, I'm okay with that.
Amen to that.
ICP, I'll look at it for you. Muhammad.
Also, Zcash, we didn't get our entry, just rolled over. We're looking for a short. Might be looking for a double bottom here on Zcash as well on the 5 minutes. So I'll keep my eye on that. Hidden bear div though. So we'll just keep our eye on that. But go ahead, Jay.
All right. I'm looking at ICP. I'm gonna look at it on the macro because I know Muhammad is a long-term holder. Okay. Let's look at the monthly and the weekly. Can it go to $95 as he claims? Let's see. Let's a TA fact check you. Have you been at $95? Yes, you've been way above $95 before. Hell, you've been above 500. You've been above 1,000. My only question is, what happened that made ICP drop so hard? How was it previously at $2,800 and now we're at $3? What kind of percentage is that? What's the numbers? Dave, you got that stuck in my head, man.
What?
The numbers. You remember when you said that? The numbers. Can we get like a chat thing for that? Maybe a Nightbot?
The numbers are the
Give
numbers.
me the numbers,
That's
okay?
from a movie, though. I can't take full credit for it.
You can't take full credit. What's the numbers on the drop? Going from $3,000 to $3. Sounds like 3,000%, right? 3,000% drop. Yeah. Well, put it like this. You're not buying the top. Can you, at least get up to $95, and maybe possible. I got to say this, though, Muhammad, just being honest, there's not a lot of trading history around $95. Price likes to revisit where there is buyers willing to buy and sellers willing to sell a market. The market seeks a place to have a market. There hasn't been much of a market there. There was a quick drop down. There is a market around 53. There is a market around $60. So if you get this $60, there's a potential, you start making your way up to 95. But I see $60 is more realistic right now. But it does, if you believe in the project, looks like a good place to DCA. I'll leave it at that. Okay. All right. So any more coins or requests, please put it in the chat. We'll see if I can see it. Just hit the like button. We'll take that as payment. Or if you want to just go ahead and, send a super chat, you could jump the queue. And by the way, me and Rob been doing a queue, man. I don't know how you feel about that. We've been having a queue of coins so we don't have to keep doing coin after coin and we can not lose track of them, lose track,
Well, Robin has not always been the organized one, so I'm surprised. It definitely wasn't his idea, was it? It was yours?
It was. Well, actually, we both thought of it. I was going to suggest it. He's like, we should have a queue. The word queue was in my head, and then he said queue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. How do you guys do it?
We just been writing it down, digitally, I guess. Just... he's been writing it down. I've been writing it down. At home, I've been doing it on my computer. I guess I got this tablet in front of me. I'm old school, though, man. I kind of want pen and paper.
Yeah.
I want to write it down right in front of me right here. I'm old school.
Here, I can do a... Okay, what is all this shit?
That want me? I have pen and paper. That's how old school I am, all right?
Damn, you're just old.
Look at this.
Just kidding.
Look at that. Look, and they got no lines on it. It's like a Zen pad.
Okay, so what are the what do we got so far? We got, let's do RWeave. We haven't done RWeave in a while. I don't think we've ever done. Have we ever done RWeave? Cardano. Someone said it's Cardano dead. Hyperliquid. Give us a trade. I'm in a long, highly speculative long. We got Algorand. We'll do 5. And I'm going to throw my own in there. I'm going to throw Venice in there because Venice has been running. Okay. So the first one, let's start with, what do you want to start with? You want to start with RWeave? You want to start with Cardano, Hyperliquid, Algorand?
I think we should do Hyperliquid. I think more people care about Hyperliquid.
Okay. Let's do
Hyperliquid.
Let's get hyped about hype.
Get hype, baby.
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
No, I'm just waiting on you.
Oh, I can do it.
I thought you were going to do it.
I can do it. It's all good.
Nah, it's all good. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll do it. Let's go Hyperliquid. Where are you, Hyperliquid? There you are. $72. God damn, bro. What a bet this was. Anyone that got into this, man, shout out to you. I famously faded this coin at $13 after it had that hack, or I forget what happened. I think it was on this wick. Something happened on the network. I was like, I'm not touching it. Well, here I am. Didn't touch it, and I wish I would have touched it. The only thing, one of my biggest regrets in crypto was fading Hyperliquid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. Man, we are pretty far away from, I mean, this looks like that Venice chart, guys. Very far away from a lot of key levels, the 100, the 200, the cloud. No, I mean the conversion line, the baseline, the 9, the 26, every moving average, Hyperliquid is trading well above. I'm on the daily time frame. You take a look, a bunch of bull div. You have bull div here. You have hidden bull div there on the Stokes. We've been pretty high on the Stokes here since the end of May, so about a week. But when a coin is on fire, it does not, I mean, it can stay up there for longer than you can imagine. Putting in higher highs and higher lows. The daily looks great. Let's cut that time frame in half. Potential little bit of a warning signal flash here with that baby blood diamond up here. We saw what happened. That marked a bottom. This happened again on a red candle, on a green candle, and Hyperliquids went down, touched this 21 MA. That was an 11% drawdown. So far on that baby blood diamond from the open to the low, 7%. So you can argue that has already played out. 10-hour time frame, looking to take out the high here. All-time high around $75.76 with a fresh green dot with VWAP about to cross above 0. Stokes, I mean, would you call this Stokes reset here?
Just about. So it's reset, but not curved yet. You don't have that curve, that confirmation of a bounce yet, right?
I mean,
he's like, wait a minute. Well, there's that blue line crossing the orange, right? Look at the blue line. The blue line is curved, but not the orange. But the blue line looks like it's just about to cross that orange, and that is a bullish
high
cross.
Time frame too. I bet you the 8-hour confirms it. Let's look at the 8-hour. 8-hour does confirm it. Let's see, 8-hour. But the 8-hour VWAP looks like it's trending down on the 8-hour though. Interesting there. Momentum's kind of flat. This looks like a little bit of consolidation for me. So might be a little early to jump into a trade here on Hyperliquid. But if I were looking for a trade, it would be a long. 6-hour looks bullish. 10-hour looks bullish. 8-hour looks like it needs to mature a little bit more. Here is your 4-hour time frame. I think JP and I both love the 4-hour. One thing I'd keep my eye out on is a potential maybe we get a bearish move here on Hyperliquid, and we get that red trigger wave for a short on hype. But still, 10-hour looks good. Let's look at the 2-hour. There it is. There is your 2-hour trigger wave for a short baby blood diamond on a green candle.
Imperfect head and shoulders. Yes.
I mean, maybe an inverse.
Could be, yeah.
Looks like the cloud's about to twist red as well. Let me get rid of my ribbon. Let's keep on.
What do you call that again, that cloud?
Ichimoku cloud.
Ichimoku. Okay.
So we're getting a bounce on the 26 here, which is your conversion line. Excuse me, your baseline. Look at that confluence there. So that is, and this is a bull flag, no? Bull flag, you can argue this is potentially a inverse head and shoulders, if you want to look at it that way. Left shoulder, right shoulder, or excuse me, head, right shoulder, break to the upside. What's that measured move from the depth of the head to the bottom? $77.27. Higher time frames look bullish. Lower time frames look a little more bearish. So I'm curious, when you see that, bullish high time frames, bearish medium time frames, low to medium.
Yeah.
What's your play? Do you wait for the low time frames to play out to get you a better entry for a high time frame to be in confluence with the higher time frame? So you wait for the 2 hour to roll over because it's bearish, and then you get in on the 10 hour as long as it's still bullish.
Well, ideally,
what's your strategy?
Well, ideally, you short the the small time frame and then take the long on the align with the bigger time frame, right? Yeah, we make money at the both ways, right? But I mean, you are safer, waiting for the longer, bigger time frame alignment, right? I do a little bit of both, but I don't know,
And this looks like an inverse head and shoulders, even clear on the 1 hour here, bro.
I can see that potentially forming. I can see it. Yeah, I can see.
I mean, and this looks like a little bit of a liquidity grab with a pretty strong recovery to the upside. Let's look at the 30-minute. Little bit of a W with, I mean, I call this bullish consolidation here.
Yeah.
Little bit of a, maybe like a little bit of a megaphone bullish consolidation pattern here.
It is.
10 hours giving us a thumbs up. 12 hours giving us a thumbs up. I don't know. I'd be looking for a long here on Hyperliquid. And knowing that Hyperliquid's been one of the very few coins that has continued to go up no matter what Bitcoin has done, it gives me even more confidence to long this coin. And so
I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm glad you said that. It's kept going up no matter what Bitcoin has been doing, right?
Yeah.
I want to create a list of coins doing that. Those are the coins I want to trade.
Okay.
Have you noticed that Bitcoin has been so volatile, it's seemingly more volatile than altcoins and meme coins right now? Have you noticed? I have.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Sorry,
I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody. Bitcoin has been more volatile than altcoins. I swear. It seems like it. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It seems like these altcoins like Hyperliquid, like Stellar Lumens, they've been consistently, with their trend until they get overextended. Bitcoin has been down, up, heavy down, quick up, heavier down, just wicking all over the place. It just reeks of manipulation and volatility, uncertainty, fear, and greed mixed all in a bag. Bitcoin is very hard to trade right now on the smaller time frames.
I agree.
Okay, I want those coins. I'm going to create a list of it. It's going to be called don't care, or Bitcoin don't care. We don't care about Bitcoin list. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I'm going to make a list of it. Okay, God, can you please help me with that? Okay, we're going to make a list and we're going to let the community know
Guys,
what altcoins.
I just want to give an update on my Bitcoin long trade. For anyone that followed, I said it was a very high risk. I mean, it's in the profit right now. We did create on the 1 minute here. We did create another little bit of a double bottom here with some bullish divergence here on the 1 minute time frame. As you can see here, it's very minimal. Who just got into a trade? Was that you?
Looks like I got stopped out at break even on a SWE short. So SWE likes to front run Bitcoin moves. So that is a little bit of a signal that Bitcoin may get a move up.
I mean, it is. It is getting a move up. And so I am reducing risk here. Little bit of bull div here on the 1 minute time frame. We've created a local double bottom again. So instead of having my stop below this week, I have moved my stop below here. So now this is a 5-to-1 trade on a long. Now I did the same thing yesterday, guys, and I got cooked. And that's not to say that I won't do it again, as obviously I literally just did it. But take a look at this bullshit, bro. Take a look at this bullshit. Tell me that I have it. Do I have? Oh, I got rid of them. Okay. So I was in Discord last night and I said, 9:23 p.m., Bitcoin about to pop. Long entry now, stop 66,193, TP 66,945. It was a 4-to-1 long. Okay. Let's find 9:23 p.m. yesterday. Let me clean up the chart here a little bit. We'll get rid of that. 9:23 p.m. yesterday. So here is, that's not 9. We're looking at 2,100 hours. 9:23. It was like right here. Okay. Let me drop a horizontal or a vertical line. 9:23 p.m. Okay. So we're looking in between there. And let's just say right there. Okay. So here is where I gave the signal. I said, hey guys, Bitcoin's about to pop. Bollinger Bands are constricted. It was bullish consolidation on the low time frame. This is where we got in, 923. It went immediately towards us, right? I mean, not towards us, but it went in our direction immediately. As you can see here, I'll zoom in. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I originally had my stop loss down here at, where did I have my stop loss? No, it wasn't that far. 66,193. 66,193, which was, let me drop a horizontal. 66,193, which was around right there. Okay, so blue line. Let me clean up the chart here for you guys. We'll get rid of the cloud. We'll get rid of the ribbon. Let's get rid of market cipher. Okay. Blue line was my original stop. Here was my entry. And I said, you know what? Bitcoin got that pop up. We started a little bit more of consolidation. I said, you know what, guys? Let me scroll down here. Moving my stop loss up to 66,275 to reduce risk. It got momentum. It got volume behind the move. Great. Bull flag into a cup and handle on the 1 minute. And then laughing my ass off, going to bed. Well, why? Bitcoin came down, took me out right to a fucking T, and then continued to move to the upside.
Damn.
I was so mad. I was so fucking pissed. I had to turn my phone off and go to bed. I was so mad. I wanted to pick up the phone and give the Zen Master a call, but it was too late.
Well, at least you didn't revenge a trade or do anything silly.
I tried to close my eyes, but because my sleep schedule's bad, I woke up like an hour later and then I put in one more trade. I actually hit that trade, but then I put the phone away. I was done.
Good.
But man, I was so mad. And because I literally watched it wick down to my new stop and then continue to the upside. And so those of you watching, I know some of you have been in that position. So then I started evaluating. I say, was that the right move? Should I have done that or should I have stuck to my original stop loss? Which brings me back to this trade right now.
Uh-oh.
Does David keep his original stop or does he reduce risk?
Whoa. That's increasing risk.
You're talking about moving it up? No. I'm saying originally stop was here.
Okay. Gotcha.
I reduced
you brought it
risk
back
by
up.
bringing stop here.
Gotcha.
But I swear to God, if the same shit happens as yesterday, I'm going to lose my shit on the stream. I will lose my damn mind on the stream here. You don't want to see that. So I don't know.
Well, put it like this. Maybe
I would love some outside perspective, JP.
Yeah. Well, maybe more times than not, maybe it protects you than just stops you out in a quick wick. It's supposed to protect you, right? But sometimes it takes away your gains. Same thing happened to me last night, but not as perfect. But I gave you guys a Bitcoin short last night. Big shout out to everybody who was in the stream. We didn't do a 9-hour stream, about a 3-hour stream last night. We had the perfect Bitcoin short. I was in it. Everything was looking great. I put my stop loss in the break even, actually. I put it into break even. That's what I did. Just not trusting Bitcoin lately, you know? Put it into break even. I got stopped out.
Money. I fucking lost money. Yeah. I was up and I lost money. And I would have made a lot more money if I would have kept my original stop loss. But anyways.
Luckily, I had a Solana short and a Sui short cooking at the same time. Man, it outperformed the Bitcoin short. Amazing profit last night. I'll share it when I get a chance here. But we're also behind on super chats. And we need to look at the casino. It's a lot going on here.
Jay, take it over.
So much going on here. Where do we start? Let's address the super chats. I really want to take care of the community. Welcome to all the new people to the channel. If you're brand new, please like and hit subscribe. Somebody also said that they really appreciate it. As Crypto Guy says, this channel is getting addictive. No boring and bling stuff here. Respect. All right, we appreciate you and respect you.
Gracias.
Yeah, but we're behind on super chats.
Go ahead, Jay.
About 3 behind now here. So this is a Strong Warrior. Yeah, Strong Warrior says, can Zama reach 3 cents? So that's 3.8 cents again. I bought there. Okay, we'll take a look at that.
You want me to add it to the list?
Can you add that to the list, please? Zama, Z-A-M-A.
We already looked at Hyperliquid. I'll get rid of that.
And take a note for 0.038. So about 3.8 cents there. Let's see if it can reach that again. I'll take a look.
0.038?
Yeah, 0.038. That's where Strong Warrior bought. Will it reach that again? We'll take a look. Also, let's go through the super chats. Alex Me sends one in, $2. OPN on BTCC, please. What does that mean? OPN is the coin there. BTCC, I believe, is the exchange. I mean, we do Bitunix over here, okay?
Yeah, we all up in the Bitunix.
All right, that's the ops, okay? Don't be bringing up the ops around here, all right? We ride for Bitunix.
Hell yeah, bro.
Give them that Bitunix link, God King, okay? I made $6,000 on a Solana short on Bitunix, okay, baby? That's what we do. I'll show you the numbers, okay?
Yeah, bro. We got shit right up in this.
I'll show you the numbers, okay? Make it rain in here, Laura, okay?
Money, by the way. Don't come rush the studio.
Make it rain. Let's get into the gains right now, baby. We got heavy gains, and I got some heavy losses, too. We're sharing them all. Keep it real for you on the
I did the math for you yesterday. You were still ahead. Don't worry. You're good. You were still up almost 10 grand, so you're fine. You're good. It's going to be okay.
Holy moly. Yeah, the gains. Let's show the gains and we'll show the losses. Here's the biggest gain last night. That Solana short 50x, 114%. Baby, this is how we do, okay? The Zen Master stings again.
Let's go. I'm so excited for the World Cup, bro.
Let's go, baby.
My family, we're a soccer family. World Cup, man. I used to watch that with my dad all the time.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite memories of my father.
Hey.
It's great.
A nice ROI there. I want to really start focusing on ROI.
Okay.
Because, hey, it's okay. Only 114%. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
You only made, what, 4 months, 3 months of my mortgage?
Just kind of, doubling your money, okay.
Not bad.
Okay, so we had the Solana short, I had the Sui short cooking, 77%. We got $2,500 there, baby. Let's go. And there's a measly little oil long here.
That, bro? Shame on you.
Little oil long, small position size, 76%, 198. So 7K on Sol, about 2.5 on Sui. Then I had some losses here. What was this from? This is from that 4-hour long. I got into a highly speculative, highly risky long on Bitcoin on a 4-hour. It was low Stokes, green dot, curved up. Even had a green candle. My signal was there. But I realized that the candle hadn't closed yet. I'm starting to focus more on candle closures because had I waited to that 4-hour candle closed for confirmation, I would not have gotten to that trade. Okay, but I jumped the gun and lost $1,000 there. Here's the Sui long. I don't know when I did that. just being degenerate. 89%.
I can't even fucking remember.
1.8K. And then the Solana, we lost this one. I lost this one on the air. That was a trade alert yesterday. Right, yeah. Okay,
I lost some money on that one too, but
a mixed bag, but mostly wins yesterday. So big shout out to everybody who does take the calls. We mostly make gains, but we also are realistic and take some losses, but we try to minimize them. Anybody make money from the short last night? Let me talk about the short. We get to the casino and we have those super chats that we will do the deep dive. Anybody make money on the short that I gave last night on the stream? Please give some dollar signs, some money, something in the chat. Zen Centers, where are you? Anybody make money? I'll show that setup really quick. And yes, we'll get to those super chat requests. Let me get to BTC and go to that about 5-minute time frame. It was tough, man. We had nothing. We didn't have a setup. We literally watched the setup. We were patient. We watched the setup come together live, and I'll show you what that looked like. BTC, zoom it out, zoom it out. 1 second. Where are you? I know you're on the chart. 15-minute time frame. Bring it back, bring it back. All right, let me bring Bitcoin up one more time. I may have to just skip this. I might have deleted it.
We're going to get to the super chat. Don't worry.
You deleted yours. You deleted yours. I deleted mine. The actual the trade setup. Man.
I deleted mine?
Man,
Ooh,
I lost it.
Pump out of Bitcoin. Let's go.
I lost it. All right, screw it. We'll get back to it. I'll get into those super chats right now. What was the first one? Zama? Was it Zama?
ZAMA.
Zama.
Strong Warrior said, can it 0.038? That was his entry, I believe.
You sure that was that coin?
Yeah, Zama.
Yeah, that is it. Okay, cool. Okay, let's
Zama.
Let's take care of the community. Let's take care of the community. Look at this. A Zama. Zama. Let's see how we're looking. I need a bigger time frame to see what we're doing here. Here's like a 8-hour, and you said you bought at 0.038. All right, give myself a horizontal
While you're
line.
doing that, Learn and Enjoy gave a thumbs up, said great trade. French Toaster said, David, how about them Golden Knights? How about them Golden fucking Knights? What a goal yesterday, bro. Did you watch that?
I did not.
Oh my God. Behind the pass goal. Fucking what? The Golden Knights are wild. If you think about it, they've only been around since 2017, less than 10 years. And I'm predicting they're going to win their second Stanley Cup in 10 years. Amazing. JP is on fire, said attracting abundance. Mohammed said 3.8 million last night. I don't know if that means you made it or that's when we traded. And Alamo said, I profited, but I was sleeping, so I can't TP at 65.4. When I woke up, got stopped in a loss. Ooh. Yeah, that's
ouch.
I've done that before, bro. I know exactly how you're feeling. And then the symbol said, thanks for guiding us.
Hey.
Gotcha. Okay, so Zama, go ahead.
Yeah, Zama. So I put a horizontal line on the chat here showing where, Strong Warrior got in. And damn, unfortunately, you got it at the top. How'd you get in at the top? 8-hour time frame. That's tough right there. Let's zoom it out though. Daily.
Is that the Pico top?
That's literally the top, man. That's tough. I mean, well, the question is,
you look at that. Let me look at if there's anything from a fundamental standpoint.
Yeah.
That maybe this thing has, but go ahead.
Yeah, but so the question is this an asset that appreciates over time? Do you believe in this asset, or was this just a quick speculative play? That's very important, because if this was like Tesla or something like that, or Bitcoin, something that, generally goes up over time, I would say you're okay. And then just DCA, DCA levels bring your average price down. So let me ask you this. How much do you believe in this project? Or was this just a quick scalp, a quick, just meme play or, altcoin play? I don't know what Zama is. But
Zama is a confidential DeFi. Enables confidential smart contracts on top of any L1 or L2.
Okay. All right, cool. At least it has utility. Okay. So not financial advice, but I would say if you believe in it, if this is a long-term hold, that's another important thing. Is it long-term or, you're trading it? If you're holding it, for the long-term spot.
I guess, I'm sorry to cut you off. I guess you can say it's pseudo-privacy. As Bitcoin breaks above 66, our trade is cooking right now, boys. Let's go. Let's go. I will say, if anyone that's happy with the current profit target, go ahead and take it. You should be up.
Hey, good job.
35%. So if you're using more margin than I am and you're happy with 34%, take your profit. I will probably take profit here sometime soon, or at the very least, move my stop into profit. Let's cover the fees here. Let's put it below the 9 MA. Guarantee ourselves a no loss trade here. And we'll get back to that. But because we're in an active trade, I want to see if there's any invalidation here on this Bitcoin long. 1 minute looks good. Let's throw on our moving averages in our market cipher. See if there's any, we're approaching the 200 on the 1 minute. Okay, so that might, the 200 on the 1 minute, I don't like it that it's already getting rejected there. This is a level that it's been, I think I'm going to close this trade here. I'm going to market close this trade here. So those of you that are in,
nice.
if it continues to go, we'll look for another entry. Maybe it's a long, maybe it's a short. I don't know. But I don't like the fact that this thing's been getting pounded by the 200 ever since, what was it? 5:34 a.m. this morning. Rejection. We're approaching it. Rejection. I'd rather bank my profit, and it looks like it's continuing to go up. So I took my profits. I'm happy. I think we made like a 34%. And for those of you that want to be in, just know it's a little more risky. Maybe move your stop in a profit. I mean, we are on the 1 minute, so what lower time frame can you go in? But I took money off the table, and I'm ready to look for another entry if it presents itself. I just don't like it being right at that 200. Also, I think it was right at above the 21. I think it was a 10 minute. I was approaching the 21 on the 10 minute, which was another moving average that Bitcoin kept getting rejected at. So yeah, just an update on the trade. And I don't like interrupting when someone's doing an analysis, but because it was an active open trade, I wanted to give people an update. So I know it can kind of
feel free to cut me off.
It's happened to me the last 5 years with Meatman. Okay, with Meatman Rob,
Sausage Boy,
yes. SBR, not SBF, SBR, Sausage Boy Rob. We're gonna call him that for the next week. He deserves it. And it could definitely throw you off. But anyways, we were talking about, or we're still on Zama.
I'm wrapping up right now. I'm just giving levels to DCA. So the only thing you can really do, I mean, the good news is it is still in a bullish trend. As far as like, will you get out? Will it go back to your entry? We don't know. If you believe in it, or Yeah, just if you believe in it. If it's a quality asset, you can DCA. DCA levels are, there's a fib retracement at 618 around 0.03095 right there. Just draw a fib, okay? You have a key level at 0.026. You can buy there again, DCA. You could buy at 0.021. That's just support and resistance right there, okay? 0.01878. Just draw out those levels there. Run this video back and just DCA at those levels, like, 4 orders or whatever. Take a certain amount of money and divide it by those the amount of key levels there to DCA and bring your average price down. Okay, what was the next coin?
The next coin was, just real quick, Jay, let me look at, we don't have, I was looking for a rich list here on Zama. The only thing I'll say, if you want some hopium, my friend, is this does land in the privacy sector. So maybe it gets a rally with the rest of them. But I don't know in depth about this project to say you should DCA to bring your average. I mean, it is on Coinbase, it's on OKX, it's on Binance, so it does have the liquidity. It's on Kraken, okay. Service provider, no. I was looking for sales. Total holders, 6,800 holders, top holders, distribution. Ooh, top 10 hold 94%, which could be good, but more than likely will be bad. Could be good, and if they decide they want to rally the price back up, it's going to happen very quickly, but you need to be on your toes, my friend. I don't know how much you know about this project, if you believe in it long term, but if it's just a swing position to where you bought some spot and you want to get out, or if you're in a trade, if you see a profit or a target or a percentage you're happy with, I would get out. 93% controlled by the top 10 wallets is never a good thing in the long term. Unless it's Jesus Christ holding the majority of the tokens, in which this case I'm assuming it's not, so just keep that in mind. But, okay.
Okay, I think OPN was next.
OPN and then Caspa and then WorldCoin.
Yeah, OPN, looking at it on Bit.
And I'll keep my eye on Bitcoin. If anything pops up, I'll come.
Please do. OPN on Bitunix, okay? That's what we're looking at right now. That is the exchanges I'm looking at it on.
OPNX?
OPN. Looks like, I hope this is the right one. OPN Opinion. Some type of opinion coin. Look at this daily candle. That is insane. That's a huge daily candle. It is basically invalidating that entire this entire move right here. That's a God candle. That is a God candle. I don't normally buy God candles. Well, I never buy God candles. But I would wait till that candle close and pull a fib. Wait till that candle close, pull a fib, and that's where you likely go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that's OP opinion. God candle currently on a daily time frame. I wonder what it looks like on a smaller time frame. I'll give you just one more time frame as we got to get through these coins. 15-minute, just utterly just, parabolic. You got the volume, you got the money flow, utterly parabolic. Wouldn't buy it because it's just too risky. You're gambling buying that big rocket candle. I would let candles close and pull a fib, find a retracement. But yeah, you got a big bullish move. This thing could make numbers go very high. It's a reversal. It was in a downtrend. This candle changes everything. I would expect the candle to close, retrace, and then maybe you put in a realistic, symmetrical recovery there. But just be careful buying that huge parabolic candle. All right, that wraps that one up.
Next was Caspa. Can Caspa hit 20 cents again? From a fundamental standpoint, I don't know. Maybe.
Caspa.
The tech is cool, but is it going to get adoption? I think that's what it's going to come down to. Guys, we are no longer in the world of promises and, oh my God, when this happens, we're going to do this. It's here now. And so if Caspa cannot get adoption, then the answer is no. It will not get back to 20 cents again. From a fundamental standpoint, that's not to say the tech isn't great, yada, yada, but it doesn't matter. You can have the best restaurant with the best food in the world, recipes from hundreds of years ago, but if no one wants to come and eat your food, you're going to go bankrupt, you're going to go under, your business is going to close. Go ahead with the technical.
Caspa, you're at bear market lows right now. To get to 20 cents, you have to just about put in an all-time high again. Will be like a 500% rise. You got no sign of breaking this bearish trend yet. You got a long way to go. But, there are some key levels that you can make it to. You have to get the other side of this potential rounded bottom here. This could be the left side of a rounded bottom, and maybe you get the right side. It may take just as long as it did to come down to go up. And you will have to have bullish sentiment buyers stepping in, hit those previous market levels, hit those previous levels. It could take you, if you do make it there, just a time frame standpoint, that could be in like June 27, maybe in June 2027, we could be in a bull market again. It could happen, but I got to tell you, the structure is not there right now. I can't guarantee it. Not every coin goes back to an all-time high. I used to make that same mistake. Wow, look where it was before, and it's so low now. It's gonna go back there. No, it usually doesn't. Unless it's an asset that appreciates over time. And Caspa may. Caspa has utility, right? So it may, but a lot of times, even these utility altcoins I've been seeing have lower highs on the macro, lower highs, and then we just hope and hope and hope. So I can't give you hopium. What we need is some type of reversal on the charts. You got to cross some moving averages on a macro. You got to get above that 21 MA. That is your resistance, 0.03. Get above that, and we can talk. We can talk about you getting higher and then making your way to 0.04. Okay, get above that 50, and you start making moves. The daily time frame, if you get above that yellow line, that 200 MA, give you that number, 0.038. Get above that and then start, going to the right bullishly. We could talk about potentially, coming back up to where you were before, but I can't, I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a psychic. I always say I don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you if it's going to go back to all-time highs. But there is, a technical way you can get there, and it's by crossing moving averages, getting bullish volume, and matching what you did in the past. But I don't see anything happening to it yet. But it's possible, okay? Very possible. And you have small time frame moving averages. There we go. So this time frame right here, the 15, this needs to happen on like the 4 hour. That needs to happen on like the daily. Once that starts happening, you can really speculate and see it going higher and higher. All right, Caspa. There you go.
Gracias.
I think we got all the coins, right? Is that all the coins?
One more. WorldCoin.
WorldCoin.
Daniel Jesus.
It's been a lot of people asking about WorldCoin. Let's see. World USDT. WorldCoin has been really doing this thing.
While he looks that up, Kcron said, did we come to any conclusions on Zcash? We were looking for a short. We never got our entry, so we'll take a look at that. Hyperliquid, guys. I am on Hyperliquid alert. If we break above this bullish megaphone consolidation, I will be looking for a retest above to get in. This is the 15-minute time frame. If you want to, we can do it on the 5, we can do it on the 10. We do got to be aware, though. We got to close above, and we came right back down. So maybe we want to see a couple of 5 or 10-minute candle closes above if we do get the break. And then we're going into a long here, and this should be, let's measure this move here. Let's see what that would look like. A long target there. Now, ideally, I know, JP, we'd want to put, but we're going to go ahead and put the stop right under our cloud, okay? That will give us a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio on Hyperliquid. Not ideal, but I would probably take that trade. So I'll keep my eye on that, but looking for a, we're on trade. Can we do we have the trade alert graphic? Can we do alert. Can we do one for like a trade watch, like a coin watch or something?
I like that. God King, remember that. Write it down.
Like we're on coin watch, Baywatch. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, go ahead.
We'll come up with a cool way to say it, okay? I gotcha.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Looking at WorldCoin here. Once again, a lot of buzz about WorldCoin lately. Looking at it on a 15-minute time frame here. You're in a technical bullish consolidation, but I do see a bearish divergence in it. So you got to be careful here. This could roll over, but technical bullish divergence, that is a ascending triangle. You're kind of, flirting with losing the trend here, though. You lose that white line and you could go lower, break above it. This clearly goes higher, maybe even in a parabolic fashion. You have increased money flow, green money flow at the same time. So maybe this thing does pop to the upside. But look at it on a 30-minute. Look at it on a 30-minute. You see the bearish divergence even more here. Higher price, lower RSI, lower stochastics there. Still green money flow, but you do have the red dot. That is that a bearish engulfing candle? Yes, it is. Whenever I see a bearish engulfing candle with bearish divergence, I mean, it's a good chance it could be a short, but WorldCoin has been a running. I think this is another one of those coins, don't care about Bitcoin coins. WorldCoin has been making major moves. I'm just going back.
Sam Altman, the weirdo.
What is that?
Said Sam Altman, that weirdo.
Oh, is he behind this?
Yeah, it's his coin.
Sam, is that the ChatGPT guy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm that behind? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why people care?
They scans your eye.
WorldCoin, really?
I think they got rid of the orbs, but
I thought it was a meme, man. I don't know.
No, this is an actual coin.
Really? So this actually matters. Okay.
And guys, I'm sorry, but we those of you that sold that Bitcoin, we sold the top here.
Good job, man.
So, yeah.
Good job. Yeah, a little bit shaky, I say, on a 30-minute time frame. Technically bullish consolidation, but you're starting to look somewhat like that megaphone pattern, like, high volatility. It could roll over. And just one more time frame for you. Daily time frame. There you go. That's a bullish cross.
Bullish.
That's what we're looking for on, Caspa. Like I said, you need to do this on a daily, and then you could talk about getting to the previous levels. That's a bullish cross, big move, may consolidate or come down a bit. I will look. You're way far from the 21 MA, the white line. You're far from all the moving averages. The moving averages like to catch up to price. Okay, price likes to come down and meet the moving averages. So either you kind of go sideways here. I'm projecting. I don't know for sure. You could keep going up, but it will be healthy to consolidate and let the moving averages catch up, or maybe we get some type of falling wedge and let the moving averages catch up once again. So just be careful. Very far from it, and there are some potential short signals on it. But it's going to do what it wants to do. But bullish overall, I'll say, on WorldCoin. All right, have we gone through them all?
Bright. Okay, all right. We're on Hyper Liquid Watch here. Shout out to Greza, said hype is breaking out. Yes, it is.
Nice.
I told you guys we're looking for a retest here to get into a long. I do want to be careful though, because we had a deviation here that came right back and rotated to the bottom end of the range. We do not want that. This looks fairly bullish though. Increasing volume on the 5-minute. Looks like VWAP was starting to reset. Money flow about to cross into the green. Guys, this is the only thing I'll say is we have pretty high Stokes and RSI on the 5-minute. Here's your 15-minute time frame. Let's see where that looks. Bull div into hidden bull div, RSI and Stokes not nearly as overbought as the lower time frames are. So maybe we wait a little longer. As you can see here, it is currently getting rejected, but it's starting to get some bids here, and it looks like the cloud on the 5-minute just twisted green, which is another bullish signal. Patience is the word on this trade, okay? We're eyeing a long here, but we're remaining patient. If we can break above, maybe close a couple 5-minute candles, we start seeing maybe we blast off to like 74.30.
Yeah.
We come down, Stokes get reset, we enter in on a high probability long, and we make money.
I like Hyperliquid.
So not ready yet, and Bitcoin is rolling over back below $66,000. Could this be another
$1,000? Did we ever reach the top of that pattern? No. Nowhere near it.
I mean, we crept up on that 1 minute 200, guys, and that was the reason I got out. I think someone in there said folded, fear of looking dumb or something. I don't know if he was referring to getting out of the trade too early. Whatever. I don't care. I made money. That's all that matters, right? So
seriously, double
top right around the 200 MA though. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now we got to keep our eye out for potential bear flags breaking down, or as I was starting to draw it on Bitunix. Where are you? There you are. Another rising channel that could potentially break down, just like we saw here, right? Same idea, which we already did break down. Do we look for a failed retest to short this thing? Bitcoin continues to roll over on the 1 minute. So
heavy bear div on that 5-minute, man.
Guys, this is literally what I said when I came into the show.
Yeah.
If we're going too long, we cannot be in longs for too long. It's a lot riskier. So we got in. We made 35% and we got out. Not to say we can't get into another long, but right now, I mean, we're seeing volume pick up on the move down here on the 1 minute. Anything you're seeing here on a trade setup, JP? Are you looking for? I mean, how does this look here? Breakdown and then enter on a failed retest here. What do you think? On a short?
What time frame is that? 1 minute? Okay, I can see that. But also I'm looking at the 5 minutes. Same structure, but just a little bit zoomed out. Look how high that Stokes is. Red dot. You got the bearish divergence. You got the red money flow. Everything looking juicy for a potential short. You know, mini bear flag. All right. Mini bear flag.
I just be careful getting in now because I want to see what price does. Did we get another bounce
I agree,
there
man.
at the bottom?
Yeah, I agree. And this is a very small time frame. I told you how Bitcoin has been acting lately, you know, like an altcoin.
Like a fucking bitch. Sorry.
I love it. I love it. Acting like an altcoin lately. So, yeah. This thing could roll over. This thing could pump. She could do whatever she want to do.
You
man,
can do whatever you like.
I need some guidance. God King, we haven't talked to you all day, man.
Yeah,
how you
been,
doing
man?
over there, man? What's up?
You forget about us or what?
I'm watching the demand rollover right now.
Can we see the casino? Laura, bring us to the casino. God King Casino, please. How's it looking? Look like a little bear flag.
Wow, the weekly for some strange reason is still bullish. Wow. Said no one ever.
After 48 hours of being in a short, it finally called a long, took profit, and then it called a short, and then took 3 profits and called a price reversal. But it looks like it's still rolling over.
Yeah, that looks like a bear flag rolling over. I'm looking at the demand.
Yeah.
Pull to the upside is that negative 76 on the demand right now. Some buys coming in. Trades per minute 40. Average, slightly elevated, maybe slightly. But the technical direction is up right now on the casino. Is that correct, God King?
It's about flat. It was green, but it's about to be pulled down.
Looks like it's about to roll over, and there's been no buy signal called. We have no official buy signal here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, thank you, Casino.
Hyperliquid, by the way, is officially closed a candle above that trend line. Stokes are pretty high here, guys, on the 5 minute. Remaining patient, though. I kind of want this to continue to go up a little bit and then come down, reset those Stokes. Let's get in here. Let's get into a hyperliquid long at 73.52. Let's take this sucker up to, what was it, 75 or 76 bucks. And we'll hide our stop loss somewhere around this area here. And we'll stretch this out a little bit to around 75 bucks. Give us a little bit more than a 2-to-1 trade setup, but waiting patiently for that retest. I got my eye on this, guys. So if we see a flash, we'll run the trade alert. I'll get into the trade.
I was about to say run it now. Do you want to run it? You have a contingency there? You don't want to run it now?
I mean, I've been out of the loop for a week and a half. So, I mean, do you guys run it when you have an idea, or do you run it when the trade's ready to go?
We run it when we give them the numbers. When we have the numbers.
I'm not ready for the numbers yet. I'm not ready because this thing could right now. There's a 5 minute candle still open. This thing could just roll right back into the range here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. I do like hyperliquid. I can't see it popping off, but okay. If you're not confident in the trade, we only want to give you guys the most probable, likely trades to play out. And great job on that trade earlier, man. Amazing take profit. Do we have like a round of applause or something? Can we like clap it up for him? Can we give him something?
Give me something, please.
Good job.
I need it.
Excellent trade, and big shout out to anybody who followed that. We should have made that a trade alert. The trade alert is not just for me, okay? If you find a setup, you can use the trade alert. Okay, I give you permission to use the trade alert. Okay?
Gracias, senor. I love it.
Good job, man. That's what we do here, man. We make you money on the daily, okay? We make you money.
I'm also trying to get us to that 100 million volume.
Okay, how many more?
Man.
How big of a trade do I need to put in, man? How big? How big you want it? Huh?
Well, I mean, if you're asking Rob, real big. If you're asking me about, I think we need like 5 mil.
A 5 mil trade.
It's not a lot, guys. It's really not a lot. 5 mil in 2 days. It's not a lot of volume.
Okay.
I mean, between me and you, we can probably
like an 8 BTC trade.
I'm seeing 12 million.
Really?
But
I could just.
we're at. I'm just looking. I'm looking through my phone because the website doesn't update right away. So we're at 94.17 million.
Okay.
So we need 5.83 million in volume.
Okay.
To hit the 100 million threshold.
Okay.
And then everyone's bonus is double. More than double.
Okay, I got you, man. I'll go full degenerate tonight,
Right
man.
now, all of it. Let's go. Come on, full port, baby.
I'll full port both ways. Maybe I'll schlong it. I'll go long and short at the same time, and then close them both out at break
we need
even.
a crypto face trade. That's what we need. $10 million trade as well.
I want to do that one day. I want to do it one day in some type of responsible fashion, if that's even possible.
It is high leverage, my friend.
I want to do it, man.
You
I
got the
want to
margin
do
to
it.
do it. You just got to have you bump up that leverage, maybe to like a 150x leverage or something like that. If you think about it, if you put up 10K margin, you need you would need you would.
It wouldn't be
about a 500. Yeah,
it wouldn't be responsible with a count that size.
You
know
would
what I
need
mean?
a 100K margin at 50x leverage.
Yeah. I'll see what I could do.
Or 50K margin at 25 or at 100x leverage.
I do want to get there. But actually, right now, I'm doing the opposite. I want to start doing smaller trades, and maybe I should wait till after the competition. But I want to start doing smaller trades because I want to relate to the community, and I'm also looking at a potential like copy trade account. I want to grow a small account. I want to show you that I can get high ROI. We have this trading competition right now. I'm number one by far in volume, but I'm nowhere there on ROI. Why is that? Zen Master, okay, you're making big trades with big money, but you're not really putting in good ROI. Overall, I'm big wins, big losses, big wins, big losses. I want to focus on the fundamentals, okay? I want to challenge myself as a trader, and I want you to join me in the challenge, okay? And, become better traders. Let's all become better traders. Focus on that ROI. I may even stop showing you the numbers, stop showing you how much I'm making, stop watching my pockets. Stop watching my pockets. You don't need to know that I made $7,000 last night. How does that help me? Okay, well, I guess it makes you think I'm great or something like that. But
honestly, bro, the sad reality is there's so many scammers in our space, so many people who are fake.
Yeah,
people need to see receipts. It is just. I'm sorry, man. Even like it's just the sad truth of crypto. There's so many people out here that are selling courses that are taking people's money, saying they're big traders, they made X amount of money, but show zero proof.
Yeah.
And so people just have a wall up, which I don't blame them. I would too. And so I think that's the importance of showing them. Now, I'm sure once you make a name for yourself, which you're definitely on your way there, you're not going to have to because
not every single trade, maybe here and there. This is a nice trade here. But right now you can look at my literal whole trading journey, man. Dollar per dollar, count my pockets. I don't like it that much. Maybe I'll start to show.
That's why I like doing it live. I personally, honestly, if I I wouldn't, no one likes trading live, right? Like who really enjoys putting up their money live in front of 300, 400, 500 people for multiple reasons. But I think it's important because people get to see, one, how you're doing it, the thought process behind, and then obviously the receipts. Mm-hmm. You say it, do it, or you said it, did you do it? So I think that's very important. Okay, I'm going to jump into the text real quick here. The text.
What you got?
I'm going to jump into the chat here real quick. Tony said, Trashpa, speaking of Caspa. Fib Sniper said, 102K subs will be 150 soon. Zen Masters live trading streams. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the trajectory here. It's funny. We had 7 months of just losing subs, bro.
Damn.
7 months of losing subs. And since we started ramping up the trading, we're on the upwards path again. And our numbers show it. Brokio said, Caspal said to hard fork again. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just needs adoption. We're at a point, it's the easiest time to figure out the winners. Are you generating revenue? Are people using it? Yeah, cool. I'll buy some. I'll hold it. No, I'm fading. And there's a lot more that we're fading than we're buying. Chameen said MA cross on the 5-minute. Crypto Damas said XTI oil has an inverse head and shoulders on the 15-minute. Grezza said hype breaking out. Let's take a look at Hyperliquid. Oh, did we miss our fucking entry? Did we miss our entry?
We should have trade alerted it.
Here's your 5-minute.
Maybe we get a bullish retest.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do the trade alert. Run the trade alert.
Trade alert.
I got a trade alert right here.
Attention. Trade inbound. Attention. Trade alert. High probability setup found.
All right. Your entry, this is going to be a hyperliquid long. The entry is going to be 73.651. Let's go ahead and put that in right now on Bitunix. And I'm going to put it on breakout as well. 73.621. That is our entry. Let me do this the classic way here. Our stop loss is going to be 72.762. 72.762. And our take profit is going to be, let me, $76 even. Okay, $76 even. That gives us almost a 3-to-1. So I'm going to be risking, let's risk, for me, I'm going to do 150 to make 400. We're going to go ahead and open that long. And there you have it. There is your trade alert, my friends. Hyperliquid long on a bullish retest of this this bullish consolidation breakout. Little more risky because we didn't see those Stokes reset on the 5-minute, but I mean, this thing is running, volume's increasing. We did already get a positive test. I do see maybe a scenario where we start chopping sideways here. As long as we're above this yellow line, that trade alert remains intact. And on the 10-minute, if this candle closes in about 7 minutes, that's 2 consecutive candles that have closed above our trend line. And so there is your trade alert, hyperliquid long. May the odds ever be in your favor. Or how do they say it? May the odds ever be ever. I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just dinging all over the place. Sorry. Getting my trade set up.
Dinging all over the place or what?
Ding. There we go. All right. I want to take a really quick look at oil because it has been moving in the inverse of Bitcoin and, risk on assets here.
I'm sorry. Jesse said I would watch Zen Master even if he was streaming Fortnite or something.
Hey. Entertainment factor, baby. You got to bring that too, not just the TA,
It's the voice.
Not just the TA. Oil a little bit bullish on these small time frames, and that is a bull flag. Let's see, you are above the 200 MA. Just taking a look at oil, and that could potentially be a huge inverse head and shoulder. Big uptrend for oil right now on the small time frames. Just taking a look. And we haven't really looked at the NASDAQ today. NASDAQ does influence us sometimes, but they don't care about Bitcoin. That's a double bottom.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, JP. We got our entry on Hyperliquid. We're in.
Got the entry. Okay, cool. Cool. I put my entry a little bit lower here, just a little bit. I hope I get in. If not, it's okay. Yeah, I do like the structure to break out Hyperliquid. All right, but yeah, about the NASDAQ, it just flipped a bullish right now a little bit, but it's a little bit too vertical for me. But just seeing what's going on in traditional finance there. All right. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to look at Solana. I'm sure somebody cares about Solana. Solana on a 1 minute. Try to get above the 200 MA. It lost it, but now bouncing, that could be a nice bull flag. Another test at resistance. Green money flow. Will Solana make a reversal here? This is awesome prices for Solana. But if you also looked at the stream yesterday, we saw how low Solana can go. Potentially down to $20. I'm ready to DCA. Okay. SWE looks exactly the same as Solana right there. Rejection from the 200. And now attempting to break out once more. A little bit shaky, though, I'll say. I want to look at gold. Let me look at gold for a moment because I put out a trade alert for gold in my Zen trading zone, a macro trade for gold, a swing trade. Is it still valid? Let's see. Daily time frame for gold. It is still valid, but it is heading towards the bottom of the pattern. It seemed like the moment I got in the trade, it started going down.
That looks like a nice long opportunity there.
Yeah, that's this trade alert I gave. A long on gold on the daily time frame, big time frame for gold.
I like that.
Gold goes up and to the right over time. You can see, look at its history. It goes up, baby, okay? So let me really zoom it out for you so you can get perspective there. Yeah, it goes up. It goes very up. But it is retracing right now. I'm speculating, I try not to speculate too much, but I am speculating that we could get a bounce at that 200 MA, that yellow line right there. So no complete confirmation on a bounce out of this pattern, but I've seen this before. I've seen this pattern break out on macro time frames for important assets. I mean, gold. We're talking about gold here, guys. Okay, we're not talking about Cardano. You know what I mean? We're not talking about SWE. This is gold, XAU. This is like one of the top assets in the world, top 10 assets in the world.
Jay, what's the difference between which one do you trade? Do you trade gold or do you trade XAU or XAU key?
I use XAU. I believe we use XAU USD.
That one's got more volume, so.
Yeah, XAU is the one I use. It's tokenized gold on Bitunix.
Okay.
Yeah. So that link one more time, God King. You can trade tokenized gold on Bitunix. They have all of the precious metals on Bitunix, gold, silver, platinum. They have a lot of different. They even have a copper. All the precious metals you can trade. So I'll be honest with you guys here, okay? I like the retracement, but there is no confirmed breakout here. It's not even a confirmed bounce. You do have a nice green candle wick right there that bounced from the 200, but now you kind of invalidated that with the current structure. These past few candles have been very bearish. I expect, not guaranteed, that it does get a bounce from that important moving average there and eventually break out. So this is a daily trade. I expect it drawdown. So I'm now in drawdown on the daily trade for gold. We'll see what happens. It could go lower. It could go lower. I could get stopped out. Even on a macro trade like this, a swing trade, you have to put realistic stop losses just in case the trade does not go your way. And something like this might even be better on spot, spot buying gold, DCA and gold. Awesome idea when it's in a retracement. And the current retracement level, speaking of retracement, I just drew a fib here. We are just low of that 618. That golden pocket, we lost it. We could, if we don't bounce at the 200 here, we could bounce at the 786, the blue line. That will be around 4,261. So maybe the stop loss should be under there. I don't remember the exact stop loss there, but maybe it's, we should put our stop loss below that 786, right around, 4,200, something like that. And yeah, gold still looks good for a macro trade, but there's no confirmation of a bounce. Just be aware. And the money flow has flipped red there. So, it's kind of speculation right now. This is a very speculative trade. Can lose it.
Okay. Do you want to tee up? So we did all the supers.
We got one that just came in. If you want to do that one, it's just a statement, really.
Yeah, so Kilgannon said, in the current situation, we just don't find a nice cushy bottom, and start uptrending will reverse after a violent wick down with daily bull dip. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Jay Will said, is hype rolling over? 5 minute, I see bullish consolidation on the 5 minute. 5 minute does have a red dot. 10 minute, I mean, the only thing I don't like is the Stokes are high, but we're consolidating above a key level. And so we'll see. Maybe it gets invalidated, maybe it doesn't. 3 minutes, even clear. 2 minute, Stokes kind of reset on the 2 minute, and then the 1 minute, the Stokes have almost reset. I mean, so the lower you go, the better it looks, but definitely some turbulence on the micro time frames, like the 5 minute, 10 minute looks better. And so I feel confident our stop loss is deep enough if we do see a little bit of a move down, we'll be able to not get stopped out. But if we can stop down, then so what, man? We look for the next one.
So we got a trade alert from the meat man, the sausage boy here.
All right, sausage boy.
A trade alert via super chat. Let's look at it. Is it valid, man, or is he just doing sausage boy activity?
Has he had too much sausage? Is he sausage drunk?
He says, trade alert, a Zcash long, a 15 minute and 5 minute market enter TP 648. Okay, and stop loss of 586. Let's take a look at that. Is that valid, or is he just trying to, be important here, be relevant?
Has a man had two? When did he change his name? Ward's Corner? What is that?
So market enter right now. He's saying market enter right now. TP at 648. Okay. Right up here.
Sausage boy.
I'm sorry, Rob.
No, don't apologize.
I'm always so nice to him, man. I'm nice. I don't make fun of people, okay?
Yeah.
Stop loss, 586. So about right here. That's basically a 2.38 to 1 risk reward ratio. Well, a little bit better now because it went a little bit lower. So you can actually get more closer to a 2.9 if you market enter now. So what are you seeing there? What are you seeing there, Rob? Maybe some type of bull flag. I got to say that cat ear type of vibe, not feeling it. But you do have low Stokes green dot, right? Low Stokes green dot right now. I'm guessing he's seeing something like this. He said on a 15-minute and 5-minute. So this is the 15-minute right here. Maybe that's an outlier, break out the pattern, come back in it. Maybe he's seeing some type of bull flag. I don't know what he's seeing. I'm seeing more like a head and shoulder or something, some type of complex, honestly. But let me go to a 5-minute, see if I see what he's seeing. Maybe he's seeing this inverted head and shoulder. Let me bring this closer. Maybe he's playing this reversal right here. 5-minute time frame. I see that. Okay, I see an inverse head and shoulder. High Stokes red dot though. Kind of careful there. Kind of careful with that. Complex. So shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Potentially making the other right shoulder right now. Right, and that can reverse here. So maybe that's what he's playing. I'm just trying to see what the rationale is here for the trade. Boom. And okay, it gets you a little measure move, at least above the 200 MA, and see what happens there. Are you in a bullish trend? Yes, you are in the bullish trend. A little bit shaky though. Look how volatile Zcash is there. Just wick up, wick down, wick up, wick down. A cat ear, a dump it, come back up. No new high. Just kind of very volatile in that range. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not in love with the structure. I got to be honest, but I mean, that could break out from that little bitty inverse head and shoulder that we found on the 5-minute right there. Maybe that's what he's looking at. Is that what you're looking at, Rob?
Send another super chat.
Yes.
And we'll only look at it if it's more than $20. I want to read a couple comments in the chat here, man.
Please.
Shout out to all the new people. We had Claymore said, "Hey guys, I discovered you today and have been watching for a while now without commenting. I have to say you're entertaining, professional, honest, and really add value. Do you stream every day?" Thank you, Claymore. We love you. We appreciate you. We stream every single day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. The morning show. We have multiple traders, me, JP, Sausage Boy, who's not here today. That starts, as of now, 9:30 a.m.
Good job.
Can we put that in ChatGPT and have him put Rob's face on it?
That looked like his face, honestly. It looked like his face. Is that not his face?
That would be ideal. Yeah, bring that up. Is that his face?
That's his face. I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know.
Sausage Boy!
Give her a raise, please. Give Laura a raise. Good job.
So the morning trading show, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time.
And don't forget about the evening show.
2 hours. And then the evening show, so that's Monday through Friday. Evening show, Monday through Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is usually JP solo, but we probably will alternate here and there. I'll jump in, maybe Rob will jump in, but for now it's JP. And so you get trading every single day, and 5 days a week, you get it twice a day. And that's not to say, if all of a sudden we see the markets dump, we might not turn on that live and go live to try to find some trade setups for you guys. So the best way to keep up is to just be subscribed and have your notification bell on. Lonely Toast said, "You guys trade the most out of all the channels, and it shows you're not done BS gurus. Appreciate it. We appreciate you, my friend." Mike said, "You guys are legit. TA Gods, thank you so much." Bitcoin buy or sell, said Family First. We haven't looked at Bitcoin in a minute.
I will say sell. I'm looking at it.
Hyperliquid trade. I'm keeping my eye on that one.
Sell.
You're in a sell. You want to take a look at Bitcoin real quick?
Sell it all. Yeah, I'm looking at it on a 5-minute time frame. It looks like a bear flag developing with a head and shoulder in it. There is the head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. A slanted head and shoulder within a bear flag. Red money flow, red dot. You even got a head and shoulder on the stochastic RSI. Yes, you can have patterns on the momentum indicators here. That is a potential shoulder, head, right shoulder there, making a right shoulder. Very bearish on Bitcoin right now. I would say that is a sell. Not only is it a developing bear flag, I call it developing because it looks like it can go a little bit higher, you know, and dump. But it also is right now in its current form a bear pennant.
Yeah,
that's a bear pennant. That's a bearish consolidation. That is bearish, man.
I'm shorting on a retest, and it looks like we're about to get that retest.
You dump it right now. That's what happens, okay? So do we just trade alert this? Trade alert it. Hopefully we don't get.
Or do we wait for?
Or do we wait?
Or do we wait for a retest? Because the hyperliquid trade is going against us, and part of that is maybe we didn't wait for enough confirmation. I mean, if you look at the 5-minute here, and I'm probably going to get stopped out. And
no,
Bitcoin's dumping. Yeah, we're going to get stopped out of hyperliquid.
I'm about to get my entry on hyper.
I got stopped out of hyperliquid. TP or stop loss was 72. I moved it up 72.2 or 72 even maybe. It was below that consolidation. And so whatever, we lost a little bit of money. We'll look for the next trade setup, and it might be on Bitcoin. We might make our money back on this Bitcoin trade here. As you can see, red X on the 5-minute. I don't know. What are you feeling, man? Are you feeling a entry here? Or
It's valid, man. I see the bear pennant. That thing can dump. The only thing that's in my mind right now is the fact that we're at that key level. Like, you know, get a little mini bounce. Yeah, we get a mini bounce. But, I mean, looking at the structure right there, that is a bear trend, bear consolidation, a bearish move down. You got volume coming in. Well, not really. A little bit low volume. But that thing, man, it's dumping right now. It has already broke out of the pattern. The candle has not closed. Maybe we let this candle close. We'll see if we get a bearish retest. If you're brand new, a bearish retest, basically when you come back, check the pattern. Make sure that you really want to dump. We've made money with this many a times with confirmation. This thing breaks down, gets a quick wick back up, touches the bottom of the pattern, and that's our entry. We've done that so many times. That is the most, certain way, nothing certain, but, more certain way to make sure that this thing is actually going down. You also have that head and shoulder. You have so much confirmation. So I may just go ahead and let's do it, man. I mean, who cares if we lose here? Just risk a little bit. Let's just risk a little bit. Let's do this for fun. I'm going to put an entry right here. Go ahead and call the trade alert. I'll put this on me, okay? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Attention.
There we go.
Trade inbound. Attention. Trade alert. High
$1
probability setup found.
Oh man, you put an entry at the bearish retest, the entry at 65,832. Stop loss will be above this pennant. Yes, above this pennant and above the 50 MA. Stop loss at 66,241. I'll give you the numbers. Put the numbers here in the chart. 66,241. Yeah, there we go. 66,241 for the stop loss. Entry will be at 65,836. That is the bearish retest.
What's TP?
65,836. And let me get you a measured move. Let's see the measured move. See if we can ride this a bear pennant down. What is the measured move? So, folks, this is how you get the measured move. Get your take profit. We will measure this flagpole of the bear pennant. There we go. And take that down from where we will enter. That gives us a TP of around 64,675. Put the numbers on the chart. $64,675.
About a 3.5 to 1.
Perfect. 3.5 to 1, a risk reward ratio. We like that. I'm going to take my time to get into it. I want to look at liquidity. I want to make you guys money, okay? Hopefully we make you some money here. If we don't, hey, I'm sorry. This is the risk of trading, not financial advice here, guys. But this is a high probability setup here. This may dump. Let me look at liquidity to see how likely we dump and where do we go? Where is the hot liquidity below us? There it is. Hot liquidity coming at you. 64,700. That sounds familiar. That sounds real familiar. 64,600. Yeah, so beautiful. We like that. Right into that hot liquidity there. So take profit early. I would take profit at that 64.7, honestly, or around it, even just before it. Be very ready to take profits. Simply said, that looks very likely like a dump. That's a bear flag, folks. That's a bear flag. That may dump. We are in a bearish trend on the macro, on the meso, on the micro. All time frames bearish right now. That's a bearish pattern. That is hot liquidity waiting for you. Trade alert. All right, I'll set up my trade now. You can take it over.
I'm almost about to get tapped in. I got my entry at 65,822. This is a 1 minute. Look at how perfectly we tapped that 9 MA. Look at that.
Nice, nice. All right, BTC, let me get in ya. Let's see.
When I get up all in ya.
Hey.
It's the second time we're saying that song today, huh?
Hey, man, hey. We got to have like a crypto, like, I don't know, man, party? Little vibe. We have a little party here.
I want to read a comment. It looks like we got another person for the first time here. Amar Patil said, "Hi guys, an awesome stream. It's my first time and I'm already loving it. Didn't come across any crypto stream that is so entertaining, explanatory. Love it. Thank you both and your team. We thank you. We thank you." Lonely said, "With your trend lines, are you only using wicks? Is that why you can cut through candles?"
Yeah, I only use bodies when I'm doing trend lines, okay? Only candle bodies. Wicks are outliers, okay?
Yeah, I'm open to using both, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want to see what price has been. The difference is the bodies tell you that it hasn't just been there, but it has stayed there a bit. That matters when doing technical analysis, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm setting up my trade, setting up the trade right now, getting the entry, put the exact entry there. We're getting close to that entry, 65,836. Awesome. 65,836.
Blindly follow JP. You got it. No problem. Hut. Can we bring up the sausage one more time? Is that really his face?
Sausage man.
And I didn't realize you had gopher teeth.
Is it really? It is his face.
Hold on,
keep
it there. Hold on, keep it there.
Want a closer look?
I don't know. I don't think is that his face? I don't think that's his face.
Can we get some answers over here?
Give me the answers.
And is that a hot dog or a sausage? Okay, very important to know the difference.
Yeah, he's more of a sausage guy for sure. They're a little.
We started like this hot dog thing, this hot dog emoji thing in the Discord. I just randomly told people to post hot dogs. He put a really big hot dog in there. There's been a lot of hot dogs going around in the Discord. I gotta admit though, I am a glizzy gobbler. I love glizzies, man. I gotta say.
You call yourself a glizzy gobbler?
I'm a glizzy gobbler. A proud glizzy gobbler. Okay.
Right over here.
Open short.
Glizzy gobbler. Fucking JP.
I like a hot dog, man. People hate on hot dogs too much, man. I like ketchup, mustard, some sauerkraut. Give me the works. All right, 65,830, just about waiting for my entry. The bearish retest from this. It's a head and shoulder. It's a bear pennant. Oh, something just happened. I'm in the trade. We'll see what happens here. And I also got tapped into the hyper liquid, man. I'm sorry. Your stop loss was actually my entry. That's messed up. That's messed up.
PvP.
We got any
PvP.
What is
player
that?
versus player.
Player versus player.
Do we have any memes for that, man? Do we have any memes that fit this situation, man? I'm loving the memes on the stream as well, man. I don't know. I like the trade. It was a little bit of a breakout for me.
We're back into the pattern again. So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I want to see what it does. And maybe we need 3-4 candles to close above. Because here we had 1, 2, 3 to 4 candles close above, and it still fell through the pattern. Or maybe we need a deeper stop loss. I don't know.
Man, shout out to Broke Yoshi, one of the OGs here. Says, from my analysis, very OG, much respect. Says, from my analysis, wicks on the 4-hour usually get filled by a future candle. Good to see sometimes. I like that. That's true. So I'm not saying I don't analyze the wicks. The wicks are important, but just when I'm drawing structure, like bearish consolidation, bullish consolidation, bull flags, ascending triangles, descending triangles, head and shoulders, cup and handles, Adam and Eves, going through them all, I use just the candle bodies for those patterns. I do analyze the wicks, and I agree with you. Wicks, especially on a large time frame, a huge wick shows liquidations, and it also can forecast where price may go in the future. We saw that a lot with the October 10th event, the Great Dip. A lot of altcoins went way down. Like SWE, for example. SWE was at like $4, $3. It had a wick all the way down to about like 57 cents during the Great Dip. And SWE is almost there right now. SWE is at about 80 cents. It can go down to 57 cents. That wick kind of foreshadowed what may happen. So I agree with you, Bro Kiyoshi. I'm not fading the wicks entirely. The wicks are important. I just don't use them with certain patterns, okay? I just, I consider them outliers when I'm drawing trend lines. All right. BTC at about break even. I'm in the trade right now. Hyper liquid. Look like it's about cooking. Let's see if we can get a move here. Stokes curving a bit on that 5-minute time frame. Let's see if we can make some money here. That's a nice. Okay. Yeah. That's about right. Are we missing anything important here? Any coins that people care about? You guys can feel free to send a super chat to jump the queue. Otherwise, in the chat is okay. We do take a like as a form of payment, for looking at your coins. Once again, just hit that like button. If you're brand new here and enjoying the stream, please subscribe. We are growing, baby. We're growing exponentially, and we want you to grow with us. We are growers.
Not showers. Well, showers too. We grow and we show.
There you go. Hit that subscribe, baby. Here we go. And yes, we are streaming live every day because I'm doing the evening stream. I'll, do my evening stream later on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, I actually really enjoy, let me just say this real quick and I'll shut up, but I really enjoy trading live. I really feel like I trade better live than I do personally. I'm less risky. I feel accountable. I only give the best, most probable setups. I'm just about to make the commitment to only trade live, period. But the one caveat is I can find a setup live, right? I can find a setup that I may enter later. I may not be live when I get into the trade, but the idea will have crafted from the live stream. So if you want trading ideas, just keep tuning in. I'm going to take my time, just like we did yesterday, and find setups, even if it takes time, and we'll get into it.
I would, the only thing I will say to that, I like the idea. The only thing I would say is, for the people who maybe can't watch the live because they're working or whatever, when you do give the trade setup, maybe have one of the mods or God King or someone throw it in the Discord as soon as you give it. That way, if they can't watch it, they can still see it.
I love it. Great point, man. Great point. Yes, we'll do that. And I've done that before live, like kind of just copied it. I'll get into the habit of doing that. We got to, put it in writing, have the receipts there. We'll make it official, put it in the Discord. Great time to drop that Discord link once again. The Discord is growing. Thank you to everybody joining the Discord. We have a brand new trader chat as well.
It's free. The Discord's free.
Yeah. People charge for this, okay? There are a lot of traders out here that have, premium Discords, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. And maybe I will have one eventually. But right now, take advantage. It is free trading setups and free trading chat. Talk with other traders, learn and grow. This is a place for education, entertainment. We're doing big things here at Sin City Crypto. And speaking of trade setups, remember that trade setup I was looking for earlier, the one I did? Were you watching the live yesterday when I found the short?
The Bitcoin short?
Yeah, the Bitcoin short. Do you remember how it hadn't developed yet?
Yes.
Like, I just want to show this on the chart really quick. So we were like right here, we were coming down, but I didn't want to just buy the breakout essentially, and I said, and we put in this little bottom, and then we projected that, maybe we could double bottom. We were all the way over here, we could double bottom. I'm saying, okay, yeah, we double bottom. If we do double bottom, where could it go, right? Where could it go? So we got a measured move, And we were looking to short. The trend was clearly down, liquidity to the downside. We were looking to short, but we were seeing a small bounce there. Small bounce from the double bottom will bring you up in a range to the moving averages. I believe it was the 200 or maybe the 1 minute. Yeah, let me go down to the 1 minute time frame. And I lost it. Control Z. All right, this is good enough. But anyway, it got us into range of the 200 MA. I believe that was on a 1 minute at the time. And we, projected that maybe this double bottom turns into a bear flag, right? It turned into a bear flag and get rejected at the moving average. And this is the 50 MA at the 5 minute. So in confluence, the 50 MA and the 200 MA, heavy resistance, the double bottom turned into a bear flag and it rolled over. And once again, look at the structure for a moment. Just look at the structure of that bear flag. It was a double bottom that turned into a bear flag. Where does that look similar? Well, let's go to the daily time frame. I want to show you something here. Very interested. And this is what gave me the idea yesterday to find a short that made a lot of people money. Do you see the resemblance, Dave? Do you see the double bottom right there that got its measured move? Yes, it did. Measure move to the right. Boom, boom, boom. Just in range of what? A major moving average. The 200 MA rejection. That is a bear flag. So that is a double bottom, which we were all bullish on, that ended up turning into a bear flag, or even a bear pennant, really, a bear wedge. That is a bear flag, folks. That's a bear flag. It dumped at resistance. That's exactly what happened on a small time frame. A lot of people made a lot of money for that. I'm just saying, let's look for ideas together live every day. How does that sound? Ideas just like that.
I like it.
All right. Lovely.
Also, so they want near. Schofield said, render. I longed it at 2.21. I'm down. Should I hold? Maybe you want to look at that one first.
Not financial advice.
Jay Will said, appreciate the work. I don't feel like I'm trading alone. I think those are very important. And then Pistol Pete said, where do you trade? We trade on Bitunix. We have a link in the description if you want to support the channel.
Give them the link.
And then, let's see. There was Solana, Triple V, Ondo, Near. Yeah. You want to look at a render first, JP, and then see.
Just get the other ones queued up. Yeah. What was his entry again?
He's long at 2.21.
All right.
He's down. He's wondering if he should hold it.
2.21. And why is it all of a sudden giving me like 2 coordinates for the trend line? Very interesting. Anyway, 2.21. 1 second. Let me do it with a horizontal line. That makes it easy. There we go. Coordinates 2.21. There we go. That is where he is long. And I'm looking on a daily time frame here. So you got in on a wick. There was some sell pressure. The good news is you still have a green dot and you're still in somewhat bullish structure. So you got a bullish cross, triple bullish cross, crossing the 200 MA here. Bullish structure looks, seemingly intact. There's your low, there's your high, there's your low, there's your high. Is that your next low right there? And you're kind of attempting to put a new high, but getting rejected. Not a great entry there for sure. But you have some room on the stochastics, and this candle haven't given it all away yet, but it is, a bearish hammer, a green bearish hammer. But there is a chance with high volatility that this does come back up. Let's see. In the bearish case, that's just a lower high, right? That could be just a lower high, maybe somewhat of a bear flag, a megaphone bear flag. I'm gonna look on like one more time frame, just a smaller time frame, to see the likelihood of you getting back to your entry. We'll see here. All right, we on the daily. Let's go all the way down to like a 15-minute time frame. 15-minute. What is the trend? What is going on in render? All right, there is your entry right there, that white line. We are right here. We have bearishly crossed the 200 MA, my very important barometer telling me if we're bullish or bearish. Currently bearish right now. And we do have a low Stokes green dot, your money flow red, a little bit of bearish consolidation there though. Attempting to get above the 9 MA right now. That is the orange line. A nice little wick bottom. This could do something. What if this kind of starts rounding out, start giving you this kind of structure. If that structure happens, then it's likely you get a bounce. And if you get a bounce and you come up to, 217, 219, and then eventually to your entry there. But nothing guaranteed right now, and that is a bearish cross, and it does look a bit like some type of, descender, or maybe just a fallen channel. If it's a fallen channels normally break up, especially with bullish divergence. There is a little bit of bullish divergence there. So my friend, there is hope, okay? There is hope that you can get back to your entry. Not financial advice, not telling you anything to do, but just giving you the likelihood of getting back to your entry. Let me just, one more thing, draw a fib, see if this is a decent fib level. We just kind of front ran a 618 golden pocket. So, it could bounce from here. It could bounce. If it goes lower, look for it to go potentially all the way down to $2.05. As long as you keep a higher low, my friend, the trend is your friend, and it is bullish. So, there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Always a chance, okay?
Did you get into that Bitcoin short, by the way?
I did get into the Bitcoin short. Yeah, let's see how it is looking. Hyperliquid is cooking right now. The Bitcoin short is... Hey, there it is. I'm down.
Me too.
I'm down on the Bitcoin short so far. It still looks pretty bearish, though, man. Look at the rollover. Let me bring this to TradingView and get a real analysis and see how likely we actually win this trade or not. But that looks like around the top. Looks like a rounded top at the bottom. It could spill right over. That is the 5-minute time frame. And bring up Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame here. Here we go, 5-minute. How are we looking? So I was projecting a bear flag right there, right? So that would be the bear flag. That will be the dump that will dump there. I think I got in like around here or something, right? Somewhere like 15 minutes ago, maybe.
Sounds right.
Dump got me in on the retest. Dumped again, and now trying to, maybe retest again. But money flow red. We do have the stochastics pointing down for now. It could start curving. The RSI is already curving, and you see them trying to, push price up here. But you're still below the bear flag. You're still you're still breaking down. You have to get back in that pattern and validate that pattern. Invalidation will basically be our stop loss up here somewhere around 66,300. Yep. Start rounding that bottom. But right now you're under the bear flag. And when you're under the bear flag in a very bearish trend here, I mean, that's bearish. Current candle coming in a bit bullish, but
I'd love for it to tap that bottom end trend line again. Get those Stokes up there and then roll over.
Yeah. The Stokes were high when it did roll over a bit, but yeah, I agree with you. But right now it's kind of still bearish structure. Even if we just ignore the bear flag, I mean, I'm looking at that head and shoulder. That's a left shoulder, head, right shoulder right there. Put your neckline, see what we're doing. A retest on the neckline, trying to get up, trying to invalidate. But right now, it's still a bearish pattern, bearish trend. We'll see what it does. In the bullish case, right, I don't have to win this trade. It doesn't have to go down. Bitcoin always can do whatever she want to do. But in the bullish case, let's see what can happen. You kind of start recovering on the right here. Did you have any type of bullish pressure here to push you up? You got a green dot right now. I mean, you basically just come up, you break above the 50, maybe you make a little flag, come on up, hit the 200, maybe flag. You look something like that if you want to break out. Or you just go vertical, right? You just go vertical and validate everything, But as of right now, to me, the trend is down until it's broken, not broken right now. So we are, short in that bearish consolidation just above liquidity. We're always just above liquidity. As long as we're just above liquidity and we're in a bearish formation, I'm going to short every single time.
Amen to that.
Amen.
All right. Then we're going to wrap this thing up.
QQQ looks like it. Yes, it does look like it's going to dump.
You want to take a look at the triple Q and then we'll wrap it up?
Sure. QQQ. That's basically the NASDAQ. I mean, same chart, but I'll bring up QQQ just so we have it. Just so we have the numbers the same, 744 here. Let me see, 15-minute time frame. Looks like it's going a bit sideways right there. A little bit volatile. Is it going to dump? Let's see here. Heavy bear div on a 1 hour time frame. QQQ. This is the NASDAQ ETF. But you somehow got low Stokes and green dot, some type of hidden bullish vibes there. You know, the NASDAQ likes to do that. They like to look bearish. Like, that looked pretty bearish right there. Like, you know, it went sideways, but you had this big old rejection candle, engulfing red candle, almost similar to right now. You know, that high volatility, but still technical bullish consolidation. NASDAQ does that a lot. It looks bearish, but then it just keeps breaking out. It keeps breaking out and going up to the right. NASDAQ forever bullish until it's not. So I don't know what it's going to do.
We're about to get an Anthropic IPO. We're about to get a SpaceX IPO.
Hey.
And guess what? They're both tech companies. NASDAQ is a tech, what is it called? Index.
Yeah, index. Yes.
Yeah.
Index. Yep.
Bitcoin's
good.
Pumping.
Is she pumping? Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, heading towards invalidation. Let's do it. And what does this create? This could create, you know, some type of inverted, right? You start inverting now. You see that? That could make shoulder, head, and some type of, you know, retarded, again, right shoulder. You know, I was going to say that, retarded right shoulder. You see how TA always plays out, but not necessarily the way you think. I've been saying that a lot. TA is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, you see one pattern and it creates another one. And then as long as a bunch of other people see that same pattern and speculate on it, you know, it plays out. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. You know, we took a chance here. You know, that's what happens when you trade. And when you trade live, baby. We'll see what happens, though. Still in the trade. I'm also still in the hyperliquid trade. We'll see.
That one's cooking.
We'll see how it all works. The hyperliquid trade, yeah, basically going to pay for my Bitcoin potential loss here. We'll see. I'm up $300 on hyperliquid. Can I make about $1,100? Can I make $1,100 on it? We'll see.
You can. I'll give you permission.
You believe in me? Okay. All right. I love it.
All right, guys, we are done. If you want more TA, JP will be going live in about 3 hours and 15 minutes right here on this channel. So make sure you subscribe. Shout out to all of you. We appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I guess you guys will see our man here in a few hours. And then
see you soon.
We'll be back here tomorrow as well, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Until then.